Welcome to the Figure Zone. Please subscribe if you'd like to see some more awesome 1/6 scale figures, some of my customs and custom tutorials, and some crazy third-party figures you may not know existed out there. Please hit the bell notification to be alerted when one of my videos goes live. Today we have a ginormous box here of the Vampirella 1/6 scale Jose Gonzales Anniversary Edition figure. This box is massive because there's more than just a figure inside there, and it's huge. So when you get these guys, you get the brown box going on here. Yeah, open it up, of course. This is an unboxing too. I've had this figure for a while now. I just haven't had 2 minutes to actually even open the figure. So you get one side, the figure comes out. There's the infamous drawing there, and over here we have a giant piece of plasticky foam. So that's what you get inside the box. So you've got the figure in here, and we've got a cool accessory in here. Now let's check out what's in this box. So the styrofoam box here, this plasticky styrofoam stuff, will contain some of the accessories and usually like some sort of gigantic base. So it's pretty cool. And the price for these figures, I mean, this I think was like $150 when it came out like a year or so ago, which is pretty good for a figure with a giant base, especially a Phicen figure, which is also a seamless body figure. And over here, you've got the figure inside the box. What's cool is these all come like sealed in the plastic here too, which is pretty sweet. So your figure is freshly preserved, I guess. So what we'll do is we'll open this guy up without ripping any kind of damaging the box. Open the box. So we get this off. Let's get all the plastic out of here. See ya. And you get the sweet box here. This is an awesome box. This is actually Jose Gonzalez's most famous original drawing or painting, whatever they did back then. This, I believe, was from issue number 12, and this is what the figure is based off of. You got the actual figure right here. You got a little write-up right there of Vampirella's history, pretty much. And she's gone through many different styles of figures. Now let's see, how do we open this box? We got a little magnet on the side. Oh, that just totally comes off. That's pretty cool. So over here we got an introduction, super seamless body, what to do with the body, where everything moves. These things are crazy articulated. You can pretty much wrap this figure up in a ball if you like. Not that you would, because you'll eventually rip the figure. Some of these figures will rip if you force them in poses for a certain amount of time. A lot of these TBLeague figures also come with the head off the body. Oh, it's got the nice new figure smell. The figure's head is usually off the body over here, which is a pretty cool idea. That way nothing gets damaged. You got all the accessories in here. And if we lift this up, let's see if anything's underneath there. Hey, hand, where are you going? Get back in there. No one asked you to come out just yet. And we open up this, and underneath we got the cape and some more accessories right there. So let's check out the base. Here we have the Vampirella base that comes with the figure here. Unfortunately, there's no stand spot to click in anywhere, so you pretty much can get like a dynamic stand and stick it behind the figure and balance the figure, or you pretty much just stand the figure in there and hope for the best. I'm not a hope for the best kind of guy, so I like to have the figure on some sort of stand. Dead in Tombstone. That sums it up, I guess. You got some skulls. It looks like it's wet too. They did like a glossy area over some spots where it looks like water would actually like sit, which is pretty cool. It's like any spot where there's like a little groove, there'd be like a little wet spot going in there. Got some more rest in peace. You got like a beat up old tree trunk going on there. And you got a cool pile of skulls. Check those guys out. They're just hanging out, chilling. Pretty cool all the way around there. On the bottom, TBLeague. It's a foam down here too, which is pretty cool. So it won't slide around that much. And when you put some weight on this thing, it'll it's not going to go anywhere because it can press a little bit and has a little bit of give to it in the bottom. But yeah, the foam is a great idea. Nothing will slip. So yeah, very cool. You got some more skull pieces sitting over here. You got some bones going on down here. The back of that's got some grime, and I just love the way they did this. Everything looks wet, like it just rained, and a little bit funky. So yeah, that's pretty fracking awesome. Here's all the basic accessories that come with the figure. Again, you get all this stuff here, and do read the instruction sheet again. It just gives you a couple of things, what you can do, what you can and cannot bend, the limitations of the figure, because these things are super crazy articulated. But again, it's like, don't press the back, you know, the leg against the butt there. You're going to do some damage. And keep the... It's not a doll, it's an action figure. Get out of here. All right, here we go. We got some, I like that they include these. These are pretty cool. You can choose to put these on or not. These are little bangles here for the wrist, which are kind of cool because they do cover up the wrist pegs, you know, like a little tiny seam, because this is a seamless body. You're still going to see something there with the wrist, so that covers that up. This here can go on the arm. Again, choose to or choose not to. Sometimes these things may stain the actual figure because this is a seamless body and they will be stained, so it's up to you if you want to display all these things. You don't have to. And this one goes on like the thigh here. It's got some little crossbones going on there. Again, looks cool. Put it on if you want, keep it off if you like. Comes with an extra skull she can hold on to. Looks like it's got a couple, that's pretty cool. It's got her actually like claw marks into the skull, so you can actually hold it there. That's pretty sweet. That's a cool idea. First I thought it was like bullet holes, but no, she actually can hold this thing in her hand, like, and hold it. Pretty cool. And it's got some like blood coming out of it, of course, because skulls usually have blood. You know how that works. Science. And over here, you've got the bat from the cover there, and it's got like a little clip on here, so you can stick it on her finger, so you can have her outstretched and have it chilling on her finger. Everybody's got like a little bat pet going on there, and the detail's pretty cool in there. It's got a little mouth, it's got little eyes there, and you got the ears, and it's pretty detailed for what it is, a tiny little plastic bat. It's got some little bit of movement going on there, so that's pretty cool. It's not too heavy, so it'll sit properly on the actual hand. Ow. And it just poked me. And here's the dagger. Again, it's made out of plastic, but it's a little sharp at the tip there, as I just found out as it poked me in the skin there. Looks pretty cool. You got like a jewel inside the part of the hilt right there. Over here in the handle. Even got detail going on down there too. They did some serious work. It looks like a leather wrap, but it's actually just all plastic here too. And you got like the bat going on there too. Pretty sweet. Very nice. Don't know what else you'd want with this figure. Maybe an extra head sculpt, maybe. But yeah, that's pretty cool for the figure based on this exact time of the 1969 comic magazine. This was, I believe, made in 1971. This figure is based off of. So, and you get this cool cape. Now, it's a very cool material. It feels very nice. I don't believe there's any wires in it, but it's just supposed to drape. And over here, it's got some clasps. So pretty much just, this just clasps into here, and you pretty much have it ready to go. So pretty cool. I hate snaps. I'm glad it's a clasp. I'd like a magnet better, but yeah, snaps suck on 6 scale figures because you gotta try to sit there and jam it in there, and never fun. So pretty cool. Again, if you put this on the body, is it going to stain the body? Yeah, probably going to. Some people wash these things, but I don't know if that causes any fading. I've never tried that before, like especially on like Hot Toys Jedi capes and stuff like that. Never know what's going to happen. This thing has such a weird smell to it. It smells like flowers and cleaner. I don't know which one. All right, let's check out the figure. And here is Vampirella. This is an awesome looking figure. One thing I don't like about figures sometimes is she has a constant looking to the side going on there. She's looking to her right side. So you constantly have to pose her either up or to the side, or she could be looking that way. It's cool. Head sculpt looks really nice. Did a great job on there. You've got the real hair. It feels like it has some sort of like product in there. So it's like you can move it around and adjust any way you want. Of course, it's hair, so it's going to be a little crazy. So once you fix it all up, it'll look super awesome. Face sculpt looks amazing. That looks great. She's even got some earrings going on in there too. You can see the earrings right there. they're actually attached to the ear. So be careful when you take this head out, you don't rip the earrings out, because they're all little tiny clasps. So be super careful about that, especially the collar hits it right there. She's got her traditional outfit going on. You got the jewel in the center there. You've got the outfit, bikini outfit thing all going down to the bottom. And down here you have her symbol going on there. These hands look really cool. These are some sharp nails going on too, which is really cool. The fingernails are all painted red on both sides. So these like a little grasping hands going on. Very cool. There's a seam I was telling you about. You put those bangle things on here and you won't be able to see the seam at all. Looks very nice. Going down to the legs, you got these leatherish boots. They may be real leather. I'm not sure. They could be pleather. I'm not 100% sure. Again, these you can move them any way you want because this is a seamless body with a metal skeleton. You've got the giant high heels going on. This looks very cool. Bottom is a little bit flat. Other side too. There is some plastic underneath there, which prevents the staining from happening. So take it off if you want, but yeah, I'm leaving that because I don't want the figure stained. You can barely see that. You can take a small little tiny scissor and cut that thing very carefully so you don't cut the boot. And there's the back of the seam on the boots. It's just a one piece. And going up here, sometimes you get little marks. You have to start to get these things off, little pieces of hair. But, and you got some gunk on there. And here's the back. Again, these things are crazy the way they can pull these bodies off. These seamless bodies. I got a giant old hair going on there. I got to cut that piece off. And there's the side view. This does come off. I'm not going to pull it off with a camera, but it does come off. People sell these things separately. The whole entire piece comes off. And usually these figures are anatomically correct in the women areas, if you catch my drift. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more. So a little piece of hair get everywhere. You got to clean that thing off. But yeah, that looks awesome. I mean, the detail in the freaking belly button alone is nuts. So this is a cool figure. Again, you only get the one head sculpt. She's looking to the side, which is awesome. But what you can do, if you want more of a modern look also, there was an SHCC version that came out, looked more modern. I hesitated. I was like, oh, I'm going to get that next week. And next thing you know, it's totally gone. And now that thing is like $500, and I'm just not paying $500. There's a company called Kimmy Toys. And you can go on eBay and pick up another head if you like. And this head has almost a modern look to her and some of more of the comics that are out. Then it's got the bangs. That's why I chose this thing, because she has the bangs. And same thing, rooted hair also. And you can pop this on your figure, and you've got more of a slightly modern looking Vampirella. So you can actually change out your head, which is cool, and put any kind of head you want on there. So the choice is up to you. But yeah, the detail on that looks pretty awesome too. I think this is like $20 or $25. The hair is the right length. It's almost the right color. And it looks great. I wish there was more red lipstick, but it's got some good red lipstick going on. But yeah, you can pop this thing on, make it look more modernish, or go with the older style. Because again, you're looking sideways, which is cool. It's got its pluses, but it's got its negatives. So yeah, very cool. Now let's get this figure in some light poses, because again, you could take this figure, bend it any way you want, but after a while, it's sometimes rough to get these things back into the shape they're supposed to go into. It just looks kind of odd, so you really got to put that into the normal female look again to it. So yeah, be careful with these bodies. Leave them over time in a bent position. Even with the arm bent, it can leave like cracks. I've seen people got cracks in there. A little piece of hair, get out of there. I've seen people have cracks in the elbows, cracks in the knees. So you really got to be careful with these figures. Some people put like baby powder on there, because I mean it's squishy silicone, so I guess that can preserve it if you have a high humidity area. So if not, just be careful of your figure. This Vampirella head is based off the artist Jose Gonzales from way back in 1971. He started with issue 2 and pretty much created this look for Vampirella to last quite some time. This figure is an awesome figure. There were a couple other ones. There's an Asian version figure. There's the SHCC version, with they all have different heads and slightly different bodies. And there's also the new one, which is the TBLeague Caroline Munro version, which is based off the actress who was going to star in a movie, Vampirella, but the movie never seen the light of day. Can't figure out why. But it was the 70s, so they could have easily done that with all those crazy exploitation movies they had back in those days. They didn't care. They could have made it, but it's a bummer. So, this figure is awesome. I originally bought the second head to put on here just to see what it looked like more modern, but I'm really digging on this head. It seems to work perfectly with the body. And again, the body with this thing is fracking amazing. It's a TBLeague. It's completely anatomically correct, if you know what I'm saying there again. The wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more. So the outfit does come off if you want to replace it with a different one. Not that you'd want to, but if it rips or something like that, when you're pulling off the head, you have to be careful of the outfit, because I was grabbing part of the outfit, and after pulling off the head 2 or 3 times, the outfit looked a little bit like wrinkly looking. So I kind of just flattened it out a little bit by adjusting it, because it was slipping from the lady part areas, and I got that all set, and it seemed to have worked its way back in again. So everything looks cool. So again, with the body with this thing, you can do anything you want. I mean, I'm just showing a couple poses here. I don't want to stretch it too much to the limit. I want to keep this figure for as long as I can, but you can pretty much do just tons of poses. Think whatever a human can do, this can pretty much do. Leaving it in those positions is tricky. I mean, maybe the arms up, slightly bent, knees slightly bent. I wouldn't advise leaving it in this pose for too long, because of the fact that you might rip the knees. When you're putting on the hands for this figure, try to keep the figure straight a little bit, not too bent, because you can actually feel at the back of the elbow, the metal skeleton part. And when you push from the holding the back of the elbow like you normally would with the figure, and put the wrist peg on, you can feel it feels like it's going to like break through it. It's kind of like, no. But at the same time, when you're putting these hands on, you're kind of holding on to the forearm, and you feel it all squishy. So the hands do pop on rather well. Just gently push them on and kind of wiggle them to get them on there, and they pop right on and off. She has a band that goes up on her right arm. I wouldn't advise using that, because the band is a hard plastic and just won't get up there. You pretty much have to force the thing up, or take a piece of saran wrap and stick it underneath there, then force it up the arm. Once you get it on there, never getting it off. So I wouldn't use that band. The leg one is more pliable plastic, so it's a lot easier. This is the third-party head that I got. I like it. It looks cool, but not as cool as the original one, as much as I thought it would be. So again, check this figure out. Probably gone. They're super hard to find. These figures tend to go up in price like big time. So thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Please subscribe, like, comment below if you've got this figure or any other one of the Vampirella figures out. If you think another one's going to come out, I hope so. Remember, it's not a doll, it's an action figure.